Hello. Right now, a lot of us are feeling kind of anxious and stressed out. So, if you're feeling like this, you're not alone. It can happen to all of us, those moments or even days that can feel overwhelming or that can produce feelings of stress and anxiety. We'll worry about whether we're doing things right, whether we're going to ruin our students' chances of going to college, or whether they're going to have adequate socialization, or how we're going to get everything else done in our lives. So there are a few tools that can help manage these normal feelings as you transition to educating your family at home. First of all, keep in mind why you made this decision to educate your family at home. This is typically not a decision any of us take lightly, and you probably had some really solid reasons for making this transition. As long as these reasons remain there, trust that you made the right choice and keep your reasoning in your mind, as it will really help you focus on what you are trying to accomplish and help you maintain confidence and motivation. Next, realize that many of these feelings are based on normal fears that we all have. So you can focus specifically on what those fears are that are producing your emotions. So if you're worried about becoming overwhelmed, stop to consider some ways that you can kind of streamline your life or simplify things so that you can cope with school and your other life responsibilities. If you're worried about your student making adequate progress or being well prepared for college or career, you might share these concerns with other parents who maybe have been through this for a longer period of time. Reach out to teachers or school administrators who can really help reassure you and help assuage the actual concerns that you have. Gaining perspective and control of a situation that seems out of control at times is sure to help. In a more general way, though, often feelings of stress and anxiety are based on our more primal fears, not the basic kinds of fears that we've just mentioned, but the deeper ones that we have around safety, security, and even survival. So even if we know intellectually that education really has nothing to do with that, these are kind of what give that feeling of anxiety that we have. So there are ways that we can kind of hack our brains to move beyond these types of feelings of anxiety and stress. So one of the easiest ways to do this is with breathing. So if you feel yourself getting kind of tense and tight and nervous and stressed, just take a breathing break. So one of the patterns that some people believe is very, very helpful in this is the 4-7-8 breath. So you inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 7 seconds, and then exhale for 8. So let's try that all together right now. So we'll inhale for 4, hold for 7, and then exhale for 8 counts. So you can repeat this a number of times, and you can repeat this throughout the day. And this is one thing that can just kind of calm your mind and calm your body down a little bit. Deliberately changing your focus is another thing that you can do to focus on something pleasing, or even some people will use mindfulness techniques where you focus deliberately on something specific, like a cloud outside the window or something beautiful in front of you, and just focus. Take a few moments, a few minutes or so to just focus on something really intently can just kind of calm that kind of running around that might be going on inside your brain and keeping you feeling more stressed. So that's a mindfulness technique. You can Google that and look up. There are lots of videos and articles about mindfulness techniques, and they're being used in schools with students too to help calm students down. Maybe they're not feeling stressed, but they might feel anxiety, or just to sort of manage behavior. So that's a good technique to learn about. Another one might be surprising to you, it's practicing gratitude. It turns out that your brain can't really manage both a feeling of gratitude and a feeling of anxiety at the same time. Those are kind of incompatible. So just taking a minute, maybe even while you're doing your breathing, to just think about anything you're grateful for. The time to spend with your child at home, the beautiful sunny day. It's just turned sunny here for the first time in a few days where I am. Anything big, small, even a moment in the past that you're really grateful for can just really help relax your mind and calm things down. Some people take this a step further. You might consider the practice of meditation or yoga to build a deeper practice of managing your emotions. And you can learn a lot about those, or all kinds of articles and courses about that online as well. And by the way, if you have a student who feels anxious, and I know right now a lot of us are feeling this way and it's transferring to our students, or maybe a student who even in normal circumstances has some test anxiety, all of the techniques I just talked about can be helpful for managing students who have test performance anxiety as well. So you might share some of what you're learning with your student, learn it yourself, and then teach your student how to manage anxiety and stress as well. You've got this.